Welcome back. You're watching KTN News Desk. Many thanks for staying with us. We continue to keep an eye on the nurses strike that hits day 2. Let's go back to Eldoret, where our reporter Elvis Koskei has been monitoring this situation. Elvis, there is a continued blame game between the county government, the central government and the nurses. What is the situation in Uasin Gishu County?
Many thanks, Akisa. And here in Uasin Gishu County, especially I'm at Uasin Gishu District Hospital. And our spot check earlier in the morning across the county. If my cameraman can just zoom, you can just see a long queue of patients here at Uasin Gishu District Hospital. At Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital, we realized that patients were left to their own devices because some of the patients we managed to talk to is that some patients were discharged because nurses were not there. But let's also bring in the chair of the Kenya National Union of Nurses, John B. They've been dueling battle between you and the Secretary General, Seth Panyako. Earlier this morning, you accused Panyako of playing politics with the welfare of the nurses.
Thank you, Elvis. And it is quite unfortunate that it is so, that as the national chairman of the Kenya National Union of Nurses, I've been sidelined in the whole process. For this process to be successful, all leadership must be included. In other words, it should be an inclusive process, despite the fact that we have our own personal differences, which culminated in I moving to court. That should not stand in the way for the nurses getting what is rightfully theirs. In this case, actually, you find the strike that was called by the General Secretary before he left for Geneva to attend the ILO convention for the next 10 days was actually political. You cannot call a strike on while the process was still on. Why am I saying so? The CEO of Council of Governors, Madam Jacqueline Mogeni, did a letter to the CEO of Salaries and Remuneration Commission, Madam Ann Kitao, on 31st May 2017, inquiring if SRC can give a no objection letter to the nurses CBA, which actually had been negotiated. It was unfortunate that before the response came from SRC, we've already moved our members out. Yesterday, SRC gave its verdict and said that the CBA, which actually nurses had negotiated with the county public service boards, forums, and the national government, had a ballooning wage bill, or rather, had a cumulative payment of close to 40 billion, and therefore the country cannot sustain that. So the advice of SRC was that we go back to the negotiating table and start renegotiating afresh. We've already moved our members out. So why did we have to wait for a little time before actually moving our members out?
Bonabi, why is this all happening under your watch? You're the national chair. Did you convene any meeting with the Secretary General? And also, last year, you signed a recognition agreement. Yes.
It is true, and as I've said, that I've been sidelined right away from the word. Remember last year when we signed a negotiated return to work formula, we did it again when the General Secretary was not there. He left us on the negotiating table on 10 December 2016, left to Kakamega, switched off his mobile phone for the next 24 hours. We couldn't reach him. Nobody from the government side could reach him until at around midday when we signed the document on 11th December 2016 is when he resurfaced from Kakamega, disowning the same document that we had signed, only for him to come and sign on 14. But having said that, it is true that we went on strike and we achieved two things. One, the nursing service allowance, which was paid as from January this year.
I'm told our time is up. So the nurses strike is illegal.
I want to tell our members that the strike that they are on in some counties is unprotected. In other words, it is not legal. It is illegal because the processes were still on. We have not exhausted all other avenues. So the General Secretary should stop playing politics with the nurses of this country.
Okay. Sakisa, you've heard from the National Chair, Kenya National Union of Nurses, John B, just painting a picture of the looming nurses strike. And he's saying the nurses strike is illegal and unprotected.
All right, thank you for that, Elvis Koskei. And as the national chair now speaks in a different voice from the acting Secretary General, we'll continue to take a look at how things are going with the nurses strike now.